Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some more Cogmind, shall we? Resuming our guide for complete beginners, and we're on location -8. Now here's something we haven't talked about yet. If you push backspace, you actually open up the world map. And this screen kind of shows you, okay, here's -10, and then we've gone up to -9, and we've now arrived at -8. It only shows you these levels that you visited so far. It doesn't look like it includes that kind of like starter area. But these brown floors are main factory levels, and these are where, if you go up these stairs, you will actually level up when you go here and here, which is where we are now. But if, for example, you go over to here, you don't level up because this is a lateral move to the mines. It's the same depth as the factory floor, it's just a sub-branch that's in gray, and then you see it paths up here. So this can kind of help you understand the branches and the sub-branches and such. Alright, so what are we looking for? We want some utilities. And we want a weapon. By the way, you see how when I'm mousing over the cannon, it shows you the range of the weapon, and the sensor array, it shows you the range of that. There's no robots around us, which is good. We could put on a weapon, because we have extra ones. But we want to make sure we're balancing our support and our heat. So let's go ahead and just look at energy. This is the amount of energy that our weapons are draining. And that's the coverage. Here's the damage type. We've got thermal damage, thermal damage. We might want just some kinetic damage, just to get things, you know, smattering of all damage types. We could also go with, you know, electromagnetic damage with the EM shotgun. And again, I'm getting to these different readouts by basically clicking on CEWQ down here. And W is the screen that we're normally on, which is integrity. I'm going to... you can also just type CEWQ, of course, to switch between those readouts. I'm going to go ahead and maybe equip a light cannon. But I want to right-click on this and see... It's going to give me 39 heat. So can I use that? Is that going to just make me explode with too much heat? Well, we'll find out. I'm going to put it on. And, oh, looks like something moved over here. Remember, it does take matter, 10, to attach the part, and it takes a turn to do that. And while we're here, just thinking about heat and expanding our repertoire of abilities and skills that we understand, things that we can do. This particle cannon, for example, it's about to break. It's, you know, got very, very few integrity points left. If I left-click on it, I turn it off. And what that does is basically renders the component equipped to do nothing except provide coverage. So it'll still block shots, but it won't fire. And this can be good if I want to shoot, but I don't want to fire this weapon because it's generating too much heat. So like during combat, you can kind of turn weapons on and off to help manage your energy, matter, temperature, things like that. Additionally, and this was a good point that was brought up, you can equip like some treads as propulsion with your legs, but they will be off but provide coverage. So it's definitely a useful idea that if you have an issue with your core, or you have some free slots but nothing good that you want to use, you can turn things on and off so that you can just have the coverage from the item but not be drained by any cumulative upkeep effects of that particular component. Like this, you know, aluminum leg, if I turned it off, I would use less energy per turn. However, when you deactivate, you don't get the benefit. Like, I lose the support from not having the leg on, so it's not great. Some components can't be turned on and off. Like the storage unit, you just can't deactivate, for example. Now, I do have a bunch of heat because I have 3 weapons, so I might want to just equip this improved heatsink to dissipate 14 heat per turn. It takes 1 energy active upkeep, but it does have some, you know, reasonable integrity and coverage for a utility, so I'll put it right here. For a utility that's not specifically designed for defense anyway. And I'm still fine on parts. I have an energy surplus, I'm sorry, on mass versus support. I have an energy surplus, and hopefully my heat situation will be a little bit improved. Alright, and I'm going to push Z to kind of zoom back out. There's a bunch of wheels in this room. I don't want those. We could switch over to wheels as propulsion, but we'd run short on support if we did so. There is a surf robot. Okay, and I'm going to zoom in. As I get close to these machines, they get kind of noisy. So, the components are color-coded, usually, and these kind of, like, the different colors help you at a glance understand the rating generally. So there's a thermal generator, a katana, and armor plating. So I could go over and pick up this armor plating and the where did you go here? Thermal generator. So the thermal generator generates 1 energy per 10 surplus heat every turn. So this would give me more energy. However, and it kind of actually works as you heat up. It provides you with more energy, so it's nice if you're going to heat up, but I think it seems a little bit too specific for me at the moment. And I might want to think about this armor plating. So the armor plating has 18% coverage, which is pretty great. 180 integrity. It gives you 2 heat to have this equipped. And it has a mass of 3, which is actually not that much. So I could just pick up the armor plating and put this on instead of my heatsink, for example. So you'll see that my heat dissipation goes way down to -24. Instead it was like in the -40s for dissipation per turn, but my energy per turn goes up, which is nice. And my coverage, if I click on this, you can see how much coverage I'm getting provided by my armor plating and my legs and everything here. So the armor plating is fantastic for a little bit of defense. We might not need it. Heat might be a bigger issue, but we'll check it out. Okay, you could see some flashing robots. There's a commando. Okay, let's just move away from that. Now, there is a katana right here. It is worth mentioning, katanas are melee weapons. Melee can be a lot of fun if you're a big slow robot. The nice thing about melee is you generally hit very easily, but obviously you have no range. So you need to think about, like, okay, well, how am I going to get up there on the enemy while they're shooting at me? And that's definitely a concern, but you can get tractor beams and such to... Oh, God. Okay, accommodate that. So that guy shot at us, and he had a Gauss rifle, and he hit our armor plating both times. So the armor plating is like covering everything, basically. It's got the most coverage, so it's pretty tremendous. I'm going to stand in the corner here, and I'm going to push 5 to wait. Okay, somebody blew up the door because they're upset. Okay, there's a lot of friskiness going around everywhere, and there we go. So there's 2 troopers and that commando. I'm going to fire all of my guns right here. I have a reasonable chance to hit with all of these, and I'm going to go for it. It looks like his buddy, okay, that guy's dead, is trying to go around to the other side and flank me. Oh, okay, he's penetrating the wall. Okay. I'm like, what's going on? He's shooting me. The commando with the Gauss rifle is shooting me through the wall, so he is not impressed. I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to let this guy come in. I'm going to shoot him. Okay, he's gone. Oh, God. Okay, well, that happened. Okay. So, we're actually okay. Legs took a little damage. One of our weapons got destroyed, so we're going to want to switch a new weapon on there. I'll put another particle cannon right there. And I'm going to move away. Oops, okay, don't do that. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's bad guys everywhere. Okay, they're all alerted. The explosion, our sensor array got jammed. Okay. So this guy is a nightmare. Alright. I'm going to hide here, but the Gauss rifle is a huge problem for us. Alright, that guy's gone. Okay. One of our legs is about to break. 2 hostiles going. I'm just firing at everything that walks in the door here, as you can see. Alright, I knocked a guy. And burned. Our temperature... Okay, I'm heating up too much. I've been doing a ton of fighting. And let's see here. No, what happened was I'm heating up because I'm on fire. So I am doing a lot of firing that caused me to heat up, but I'm heating up because I'm just quite actually on fire. So that's less than good. My engine is not doing well. I'm going to switch some stuff around. I can switch my thermal generator for my sensor array. And you can see, because I'm so hot, my energy is ridiculous. My ion engine has been disabled. I'm going to go ahead and just swap engines here. Okay. And I'm going to start firing again. I'm incredibly hot. I'm running low on matter. Alright, that guy's dead. All of my weapons are disabled. And it's me versus the trooper. I'll step back. Okay. So our weapons are disabled for several turns because of how hot it is. We need to start switching propulsion, or I'll put another leg on, sure. And I am going to just switch weapons to weapons that aren't disabled. Okay, taking a lot of core damage now. Alright, that guy's dead. So, that was awful. And I have, like I said, not played in several updates for the game. I am new to the commando using, not to the commando, but, or to the Gauss rifle necessarily, but having a gun that can shoot across the map and go through walls was a big problem. So normally my strategy would be to move like I did to a choke point diagonal to a doorway so I can fight one-on-one the troopers, which what we did worked for that, but not for the commando. Instead, in hindsight, thinking about how that played out, I should have just bit the bullet and just tried to take out the commando immediately. Because the cumulative effect, the attrition of that guy firing through the wall at us was pretty brutal. Overheating, the crit as well that burned us was not welcome. That really, really messed us up. However, that being said, there's a lot of parts here, and as long as we shoot this scavenger and get them out of here, the informer saw that, unfortunately, is going to go get security. I need all this stuff. I don't want them vacuuming the parts away. So I'm going to come over here. I'm trying to get you out of here. I don't want you to take the parts. Can you please? Nah, they want to take the parts. Okay, we'll go ahead and get this. Okay, so we've got matter. We've cooled down. And you see that my leg is broken? So this leg is not working. And its integrity is not the issue. It's that it's broken. This can be repaired. But for now, we need to swap it out for a leg that works. Okay? Fine. We're having issues with support. Okay. There we go. I'm going to switch off the aluminum legs for a moment. I'm going to put this broken leg on just to block shots. And I'm going to keep our loadout like this. I don't need a thermal generator. I'm going to try and put my sensor array back on. It was getting jammed pretty regularly, but I'll see what I can do. Still being jammed. That's fine. And what parts did we pick up? We picked up a heavy assault rifle. We got a prototype engine. We got a particle cannon. Okay. Let's see what we can do getting any other parts. Alright. So they've cleaned up pretty much everything else, unfortunately. There's a bruiser. There's an alarm trap. Okay. So, propulsion shielding is interesting. But what we want are weapons, because our weapons are broken. Field laser, what's the range on that? That's fine. That looks like a lot of stuff going on there. It's kind of alarming. I am going to switch us up to a field laser instead of the shotgun. And let's see, what's this? 63 heat, 60, 39. Okay. I'm going to keep using the armor until it breaks, basically, but the thermal generator might be necessary for this build. I don't... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put an assault rifle on instead of this beam cannon. I can't have this much heat. It's just too much. Okay. This guy's coming in to fight, and we have no choice. Now, if you look at the bruiser, though, he's got a hammer, so he's got to get close to us. So our goal is just to shoot this guy I really didn't hit very well, did I? Alright, he's dead. Another bruiser. Oh, it's a defender, okay. I'm overheating, that's fine. Alright, I need to get all this matter. And what did you drop? What kind of engine is that? Improved ion engine. I definitely want that. I don't have an engine. Ah, give me that. And let me put it on. Oh, I picked it up. Okay. Or did I pick it up? Did that guy take it? Let's see. I'll put on the nuclear core. Okay. I needed pretty much everything. There we go. Alright. So there's a hostile way up there, but I'm mainly looking. There's a reaction control system, a deuterium engine. Let me compare it to my core. Less integrity. Less. Mine has. Well. I have less storage and more heat, less integrity, not as heavy. Okay. Alright. Oh, there's a trooper. Okay, fine. Line of fire blocked by a robot. Oh, right, but by a bad robot, so go for it. Alright, that robot wants to dig. Okay. Man, there's robots everywhere. What is this? Informer. Alright, get out of here, Informer. So we are really fighting. Core is taking a ton of damage indeed. We need another weapon on here. Guy's dead. But there's just so many robots here to take all of the parts. It's just such a frustrating experience. There we go. Okay, let's shoot them all. Here's some legs, and we might want to use these legs and switch off of the treads. Because we're very slow. Heat sinks. Okay. Carbon fiber leg, that's nice. Corrupted assault rifle, Gauss rifle, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of some stuff. I'm not using the matter pod. I'll pick up the Gauss rifle. This thing, we saw how much damage this thing did. And just, it's nice. It doesn't generate a bunch of heat, so we can use this, you know. There we go. And let's see if I can put on enough legs to make this work. Okay. So this works to a degree. I'm going to get rid of this broken leg. I'm going to dump this busted engine. The prototype engine we could put on. Maybe, you know what, when I saw the engine, maybe this is what I picked up. We could put on to identify that, but it might be bad. So it's probably better for us to, I'll just pick up another engine to wait on that. There's a bunch of matter, thank goodness. Particle gun, Structural scanner. Ion cannon, very, very good. So our system is corrupted and caused a heat flow error. So when you get corruption randomly and with a higher rate, the more corrupted you are, bad things will happen. So like my heat is at 289. That happened instantly because of my corruption. It's only 1%, but this actually affects you pretty profoundly. So there's a lot of things to say right now. I mean, what you should be noticing, and what I'm kind of learning as I evolve to the way that the game is shifting and things are being rebalanced. Even though we got in a fight and we almost died, I mean, and our core is very low, we're still alive, and it's our job to take all of these parts, try to build ourselves back up and make it to the next floor, and make good decisions about what items we keep. Okay, there's a defender way down there shooting at us. That's fine. Shoot back at you and it's dead. I'll pick this up. I'm going to zoom out. And they, took some parts. Ooh, okay, great. This is an opportunity for us to talk about this. There's a titanium leg, which is insane for, getting some good legs going. A lot of my legs are in bad shape. Actually, this one is really bad. So I'm going to just drop this bunk leg, and I'm going to pick this up, and we're going to put on this titanium leg instead of this really damaged leg. You could see our support went up, and we could try to use a repair station. So the repair station is difficult because it's security level 2. If it's security level 1, there's less likelihood that they will detect us. It's easier to use it. So you could scan components with a repair station and scan what's in your inventory. So is there anything in my inventory that I really like? Oh, some of this stuff's... never mind, sorry. Some of it's in my inventory, some of it's equipped. I'd like to repair my... just to be honest, my armor plating so that we can try to stay alive. So I clicked it. We have a high chance of being detected. So I'm actually not going to... I don't want to bring more robots right now because I'm not doing well. I was hoping to get lucky. We didn't. So we're just going to move on. So you see how when I mouse over this, in brackets before the weapon type, it says, or after, depending on how it's displayed, is that number. That's its rating. So we probably have some weapons. Okay. I'm fine with my weapon loadout that aren't good. Like this beam cannon is rating 1. So we're going to drop that, and we're just going to pick up this. Just slowly upgrade ourselves. There's another engine. I'm just going to pass on that. Okay. And I'm going to zoom out. And let's just click on over here. There's a lot of stuff down here. So I'm just kind of moving the map around by right-click and dragging, kind of just, to pan the camera around as I try to find where the staircase might be. There's actually a lot up here that's unexplored, so I'm going to move this way. I'm going to push enter to focus the camera on myself. And that's where we saw the hostile right there. Oh my god, okay, there's a lot of hostiles. Let me zoom in on me, push enter to focus on me. And these are pests. So I'm not trying to move, I'm trying to fire at... Okay, here. Okay, that was odd. The camera was away from my robot, and it looked like the pests were adjacent to me, but they aren't. So that kind of confused me. Alright, we're going to just back into this corner. Shoot. You can see the pests fly. Our armor plating is almost dead. It's alright. Okay. Zoom out. Take me up here. Sometimes these robots are really annoying because they're in your way. Like now, for example. I'm full on matter. I just let them pass. I'm going to zoom in. Oh boy. Okay, there's more bad guys. That's fine. Oh, there's a lot. Alright. I'm just waiting to see if any bad robots are going to come in there. Alright, these are actually mostly good robots, okay? I'm kicking that guy because I want to get down here. Alright, so we had a corruption problem. Okay, so this is a scanalyzer. So with a scanalyzer, you could try to get schematics for parts that you have. So let's just scan something that we really like that we have. And this is scanning stuff that's only in our inventory. Is there anything in here that we want another copy of? And, you know, maybe we really like these improved aluminum legs. So I scanned it, and if it was successful, it says here, ready to analyze. Then you do analyze, and you have a 90% chance of this working. And we downloaded the schematic for improved aluminum leg. So what that will do for us is allow us to fabricate at the right station an aluminum leg. I'm just shooting this idiot. We're trying to. Sensor array destroyed. Okay. So, how are you doing? His core integrity is almost gone. By the way, this is something we should have kind of talked about more, but you can right-click on them, and you can see right here where their core integrity is. This is how many hit points this guy has left. It's like 11, and his core is 45% exposed, so it's very, very likely that we blow this guy up. If we hit. Which we should. Okay. Our core got disabled, which is a problem for our energy situation. Our temperature is critical, but we shouldn't have to fire anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and actually just put on this heatsink like this. And just wait until we cool down for a second. There we go. We're dissipating all that heat. And we have a broken leg. So we need to switch out, unfortunately, to some other leg like this one. And I'm going to go ahead and put on the thermal generator too. And just try and... There. Can you get out of my way, dude? There we go. Alright. Hostile. I tried to shoot the guy. He's going to inform. Let's just move this way and see if we can find the steps, if that's possible. Okay. Well, not the steps, but like a loot chamber. So there's melee analysis, ECM, But what we want is this armor plating. Layered light armor plating. It's rating 4. And we're going to go immediately and pick this up. And we're going to equip this instead of the thermal generator. This is going to help us stay alive because we're really in bad shape. I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to take an extra one of these. And this guy's coming at us, this defender. So we got to shoot it. Okay, he's gone. Anything that we want? Heat sink. That improved ion engine might not be bad. We don't have enough room. We probably don't need the leg. I should have scanned the prototype. Anyway. Recoil stabilizer. Particle cannon. Yeah. Not really what we want. Alright, let's go down here. So, you might think, were you just attacked by an enemy? And no. What just ended up happening there was, because of my corruption, my Gauss rifle just fired on its own. And, okay. So, we have made it to a massive enemy, which is this guy right here. There's not much that we can do except go and fight this guy. I believe he is guarding the staircase, if memory serves correctly. And it's our job to just go and try to survive. So what I'm going to do is equip some other legs, I guess. And I'm going to go ahead and put on some heavier weapons. And see if we can take this guy. So you can right-click him. And his rating is 90, which is awful. And he has a heavy assault cannon. So we got to take him down. Can we? I don't know. Okay, so reinforcements are coming, and he knocked us back with the shot right there. Have we hit him yet? Not really. There's the steps. We're firing back and forth. Power has been knocked out. Let me equip an engine, or a improved ion engine, rather. Energy, only an issue because of what we just did. We got him. Okay, so we blew him up, and he's got some really nice stuff. Look at this. Rating 7 graphene brace. It's a utility device. 100% chance to negate the effects of incoming critical strikes. How about that? So that's an amazing item. We are actually okay. Our core is really bad, and our armor plating took everything. That's why armor plating is so good. I'm going to swap in good armor plating, drop this bad armor plating, and he had some heavy armor plating. We want all of his stuff, basically, right? Like, we're going to get rid of this busted up leg. Bad guy, reinforcements are coming, so we need to kind of just try to get as much as we can as fast as we can. Nah, that's pretty good, but I'm going to this and then take this. We got to get this. I'm going to drop the medium storage unit. Pick up that. He has, what is this again? A rank 4 reinforced engine. Okay. I'm going to pick that up, but let me drop something. I kind of want to keep this engine, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go. So we actually defeated the boss. I didn't think we were going to. We were kind of having a rough go of it, but we made it. So what do we need on this robot? I feel like I probably want one more propulsion, maybe? And I'm going to take another utility. Another weapon would be amazing too, but I'm going to be safe and just go this way. So look what happens when we survive. We now restore all of our energy as we've leveled up. We're at location -7. We push backspace to take a look at that. Here we are, right up here. So we've gone through materials and we're in an unknown area. And we took on the boss. Now this armor plating is ridiculous because its mass is 20, but it absorbs so much that it's we definitely want to be using it if we could. Now I don't have enough legs to even make anything work here yet, but we're going to get it. And we ended up picking up this brace, which we're going to equip in an empty utility slot so that we can't get crit. And we can put on these treads if we want, but turn our legs on. And okay. I was going to put these treads on to try and absorb some incoming fire, and we probably still should do that, but we're having an issue with our support. But that's okay. We're going to fix that. We're going to have to take off some stuff that's too massive. But I think for the time being, I'm actually going to have legs on and turn on my treads. We're slower, but we can fit everything that we've got on us. Okay, so we kind of worked through the first boss. We are rolling with some much higher rank items, which feels really good. And onward and upward because we didn't die. You see our corruption also cleared, so we're down to 0% corruption again. And maybe we can get enough parts to thrive. Or at least die with dignity. Everyone, I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun. It's a tough game, right? And permadeath obviously makes it even harder. But it's all about kind of like learning which enemies are the threats, when to run, when to strategically position, when it's worth taking a turn to swap in equipment. And I'm still making a lot of mistakes, obviously, as you can see too, as I'm kind of getting up to speed on some of the things that have changed and refreshing my memory with the game. But I hope that you're having fun with this and learning to play and enjoying Cogmind. I'll check you all next time. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Take care.